5th Assembly District, which is in Sacramento. Now, before I get started, I want you to remember this phrase. The phrase is, the revolution will not be televised. Let me hear you say that. Say, the revolution will not be televised. Let me hear you say it one more time. The revolution will not be televised. You see, every year, in this country, we have the opportunity at a non-violent revolution. Every election cycle, we have the opportunity to remove the people who are not governing the way in which we would have them to govern. We have the opportunity to remove people from office, remove people from leadership who do not represent our values. What are our values? Limited government, individual responsibility, coupled with individual rights, free enterprise, the American dream. That's what we stand for as a party. Now, I tell you this because, see, in Sacramento, and I think Senator Strickland talked a little bit about it, there's an establishment. There's an establishment that says that in politics, money is the only thing that counts. There's an establishment that says that you must go along and get along in order to succeed. What's funny about our party is, what's funny about our GOP is that it was not founded on what was popular. It was founded on what was right. It was not founded on what was convenient, but it was founded on the thing that was the right thing to do. I think back to the 1860s, and I think back to the Republican convention, and I'm trying to imagine the Republicans sitting there in the convention saying, gosh, you know, we got our clocks cleaned in that last election. I wonder if we just got rid of that whole controversial, abolition of slavery thing. I wonder if we just sat down and said, maybe if we just got away from that whole conversation about slavery, maybe we could win. What would our nation be like if we had done that? What would our party be like if we had done that? Where would we be as a nation right now? Earlier you had someone talk about right is always right. No matter what, right is always right. But it's also important that we not just say the right things, but that we do the right things. One of my favorite sayings is, by their fruit you shall know them. And what that means is, you will not get a pear from an apple tree. You will not get a lemon from an orange tree. See, what that's saying is that I can tell who someone is by what they do. I can tell that someone is about lower taxes when they fight against tax increases. In Sacramento County, I fought against a $1.2 billion tax increase on the voters of Sacramento County. That's my fruit. If you want to talk about someone who's going to balance a budget, then you support someone who's balanced a school board budget 5 years in a row, despite declining enrollment and decreased funding. That's my fruit. If you want to support somebody who supports college Republicans, then support someone who's been within the last year to speak to St. Mary's College Republicans, UC Berkeley College Republicans, Sacramento State College Republicans, Sacramento City College Republicans, American River College Republicans, someone who stood with the American River College Republicans when they sought to try and recall them from office because they happened to be too conservative. Stand with someone who stood with the president of the Sacramento City College Republicans when they tried to remove him because he was too conservative. By their fruits you shall know them. The establishment will tell you not to do these things. They'll tell you to just get along. Let me tell you something. You are not the future of our party. You're the present. You are the ones that are going to make a difference in this election. You're going to make a difference not just by showing up, not just by supporting a candidate, but supporting the candidates who've exemplified our values in the things that they do. By people who have borne the fruit of individual liberty. By people who have put forth the fruit and set forth an example of traditional values. Who've supported limited government and free enterprise. That's the fruit of Craig DeLuz. That's why I would like your support. That's why I would like your endorsement for the 5th Assembly District in Sacramento. Not just so that I can be a good Republican and a good representative in Sacramento, but so that we can take it to the street, so that we can take our Republican message up and down the state of California, so that California can be a Republican state once again. My name is Craig DeLuz, and I'm a candidate for a California State Assembly. Thank you.